take a live look now here locally, a live look at Tacoma. A little hazy out there today as wildfires continue to burn in the vicinity, and that is impacting our air quality. Meteorologist Adam Claybon is here with the details.
Hey, so good afternoon. You can see, though, in that shot of Tacoma, right at the tip of Mount Rainier, starting to clear out a little bit. We are seeing a shift in the wind pattern in the upper atmosphere, which is going to help blow a lot of this wildfire smoke out of here. So maybe the next few hours seeing improvements, but for right now, still relatively bad in a few spots. Wildfire smoke does continue to mainly track north here over the next hour or two. So we're going to see that start to move its way mainly out of here across Puget Sound. Then we go into late tonight, early tomorrow, and we start to see that around the Cascades and generally off to the east. That's going to be tomorrow morning, and at the same time, we're going to have winds pick up out of the south and the southwest, and rain is going to come through and help to knock some of that out with whichever is really left behind out of the air. So once we get into tomorrow afternoon, we're going to be pretty much done with that, and it's going to be a lot of cloudy skies too, so you won't notice as much of the haze in the sky. If you're heading out to T-Mobile Park this evening, we expect to see the haze in the sky still, but it's going to be a warm start to the game. That's at 6:40. We'll expect temperatures to start to drop into the night, down to 62 by 9 p.m. And if you're heading home, maybe the game goes a little longer, closer to 10 p.m., maybe back into the upper 50s. So definitely bring something warm as you head out to the game. Or if you're heading out towards Lumen Field, where we are expecting to see the Sounders take up against Cincinnati FC. Temperatures in the low 70s, dropping down into the upper 50s. We'll have clear skies there too. It's going to be a mild evening, southwest winds at 5 to 15. So overall, the pattern is looking like it's really going to be a milder night, but that smoke haze that's in the air, that's still going to be around for you as you're heading out. But then tomorrow, things start to change with temperatures. They're back in the mid 60s tomorrow. Back into the upper 60s on Thursday, and then we start to climb back up again. So a few days of the cooler temperatures closer to average, which is at 68, before numbers do start to kick back up again later on into the weekend. Cloudy skies out over the Olympic Peninsula, where we're noticing right now, Wishkod, right now, definitely cloudy. No rain's coming from those clouds yet, though. And then looking live here at the waterfront in Seattle, cloudy skies, temperatures in the mid 70s, really warm. South winds coming in at about 11 miles per hour. Big difference in temperatures over the Olympic Peninsula. You see all that green there. That's indicating 60s and even some 50s. While here closer to Puget Sound, not only just in the 70s, but well into the 70s and approaching 80 right now for Bremerton and in Seattle at 78 and 79. So the clouds, they're on their way. They're coming in from the west and off of the ocean, where we have our system that is spinning right here. That's going to arrive as we go deep into the night. The rain more likely to come as we head into early tomorrow morning. Let's get a little quick look at what's happening here, though, down into the Gulf, where we are dealing with Hurricane Ian. That's now a Category 3 storm. Winds around 120 miles per hour expected just before landfall to possibly strengthen up to a Category 4 of 130 miles per hour, and then really slow down, because that's going to be late tomorrow afternoon and more so tomorrow night that we'll see the storm onto the coast. And then we're talking about Thursday and Friday, and then heading on even later on into the weekend. That is not moving a whole lot through areas of Florida, heading into Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. So yes, some storm surge, and the path of the storm right now is looking like it's going to be a little south of Tampa, meaning more offshore flow and not as much of the storm surge, but still any wobble could happen and within that range of possibility. Tonight we'll see clouds come in, rain coming in for tomorrow as we go on into tomorrow morning, more likely across Puget Sound, and that's going to be late into the latter part of the morning. And then by the time we head into the latter part of the afternoon, some breaks in the clouds here and there, but generally it looks like we are going to keep things cloudy and the rain will move on through, and a cooler couple of days for us. Highs in the mid to upper 60s tomorrow and Thursday, drying out heading into Friday, warmer again with sunshine over the weekend.